Good morning, beginning farmer friends. It is a chilly upper 20-degree day today, headed to a balmy upper 30-degree day today. It's kind of a wild October right now. In a lot of ways, today is kind of a crazy catch-up day because of the project on the cement. I've got to grind some feed, I've got to move some stuff around, I got to throw some garbage away in the dumpster. There's a lot going on. But the first thing I need to do is start the 4010 because the first thing I'm going to do is grind some feed. I plugged it in last night. It was, I don't know, down into the low 20s last night. Starts like a champ when you take the time and remember to plug it in. That worked out wonderful. On one hand, it feels kind of normal that it's cold like this because it just feels like November or late November. But the reality is it's still late October. And so this is a little unseasonable. The ground is frozen solid. It's not like we're putting a foot of frost in the ground or anything like that, but I'm walking on frozen ground. One of the projects today entails that pile of rock. I'll tell you about that more later. That's right, I forgot to tell you. I fixed the grinder mixer. My cousin said, hey, it looks good. He helped me tighten the chain. It's working. That's a good thing, at least. I'm in the middle of doing my chores right now and those small catch-up things that I need to do. And I look over towards the driveway and I see a cement truck. I was not expecting a cement truck today. Let's see what's going on here. We are pouring concrete this morning, so I better get ready to pour concrete. Sometimes things just happen around here, such as it's a Tuesday morning and you get 3 yards of concrete brought in by truck. I was kind of expecting it to be Wednesday. Tuesday works. We do have tarps covering it right now because snow is coming off of the top of the roof. So we've got tarps on it. I'm going to take some hydraulic fluid. I'm going to put it in the 4010. That's one thing I do miss about the 4430 is it's easier to put hydraulic fluid in it. I mean, there's a lot of things I miss about it, like the cab right now. I said we were doing a lot of odd jobs today. Let me show you what I've got in mind. I've been working on the hoop house the last few days, trying to get it all cleaned out. It's kind of a mess in here, I will be completely honest. The mess is this. Again, the same problem that I have with the lean-to on the side of the shed that we just put concrete in, is that when it comes to cleaning this out with the 4430 or the 4010 or the 4020 or whatever it is, the John Deere 148 loader is basically all I've ever used to clean it out. I just can't clean it out well. That bucket is so far out, it's hard to see what's going on. I'm not very good with it, and I've got low spots, high spots. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did in the lean-to. I'm going to bring in rock and fill in these deep holes right here up the side. But before I do that, I've got a bunch of fence panels and stuff like that because I had pigs digging out over the years. And so I'm going to take those off. Then I'm going to start bringing the rock in here. I don't know what I'm doing today. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, why is he getting this hoop house ready? I thought he raises animals on pasture, pigs out in the woodlot and things like that. And that is true, but I have not figured out how to raise pigs in mud. And since October decided to be November this year, I'm getting the hoop house ready because I've got a bunch of small pigs over my shoulder there that I'm training to electric that I think it's just going to be best to throw them in the hoop house and have them ready for the winter. And I'm getting a batch of 40 to 50 hogs this weekend. By the time they would be trained to electric, with the way the weather's going, I probably would just be leaving them up here anyway. So I'm gonna get the hoop house ready. The pigs that are out in the woods still, I'll keep finishing them out of the woods. Probably all those won't even come up here. They'll be processed before they come into the hoop house. That's why I'm getting the hoop house ready right now at the end of October, because it feels like the end of November. Now, I could be wrong about this, but my sense is that if you're watching the Beginning Farmer YouTube channel, you're a pretty smart person. So I've got a question. What should I do with this old stock trailer full of scrap metal? It's kind of falling apart, and I've just been throwing scrap metal in it. Things like old tin, broken fence, there's an old auger in here. Anything that was metal, I've been throwing in here. Should I like just put this whole trailer on Craigslist or Facebook and say free, or should I say $25, or should I like go through all the effort to haul it to the scrapyard myself? I'm not gonna cut it up or anything. Maybe just give it away. I know that eventually I just want it gone. In the comments below, let me know, what do I do with that trailer? You guys all are smart. This is one of those deals where it's not perfect. It's not exactly how I would like to do it. The best way to do it would be to do it with a skid loader, but I don't have a skid loader right now, and bringing in a skid loader for just this project when I'm not ready to do a bunch of other projects with a skid loader, it just doesn't make sense economically, rental wise, things like that. I got one board here that I'm gonna put up, and then it's pretty good. I'm gonna start bringing in rock. Like I said, pretty good. You know, good enough who it's for kind of a deal. I ran out of gravel from the pile that was close to the shed, and I just thought I'd take a second to kind of show you what's going on here. I'm trying to just fill in this area that I knew that was the lowest. That's this area right here. I've put quite a bit down. I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna rake it out, kind of like I did in the lean-to on the shed, if you've been following along on that project. I'm gonna rake it out a little bit and then bring the compactor in and compact it a little bit. That's just gonna kind of be the way it's gonna have to be this year. Next year, I can do a little bit more, see how it worked, I think, and then moving forward, get it a little bit better. We made tents, so the water coming off the roof from the melting snow hit the tents and then went down, so it worked out pretty well. Let's see what's going on underneath here. Concrete. We're just gonna let it cure up, set up a little bit, and then put the blankets on. I just dumped the dumpster. In my mind, it was not going to be so difficult to move that dumpster out to the road. In reality, that didn't go so well. Progress. Let's talk about what we got done today. I started out today and I ground feed. That was really important. I needed to get that done because I wanted to take some feed out to the pigs in the woodlot. Grinder mixer worked, that was a good thing. Then I was coming back up to get ready to work on the hoop house when I saw that truck arrive, the cement truck. That changed everything. We ended up pouring cement. Honestly, the concrete is done right now. What's gonna happen next is we are gonna take all that straw out. We'll end up putting it in the hoop house when I get everything done in there. He's gotta come back and cut the concrete. The water was coming off of the roof. That created a few problems, but really nothing we couldn't handle. And then I moved a ton of gravel, maybe literally a ton, probably more than a ton. And I finished scraping out the hoop house. Let me just go show you. Boy, the sun sets fast this time of year. That is crazy how fast it goes down, but it's pretty. I don't know if you guys can tell. So between yesterday and today, I made this pile from what came out of the hoop house. In here, I put down quite a bit of rock. I basically put down everything we had, which maybe wasn't enough, but it's enough to get us by. What I'm gonna do next is take this rake. I'm gonna kind of smooth it out as best I can, knock down some of these high spots. Tomorrow, I wanna go get that compactor, that VibraPlate compactor that I used earlier, and just do my best along the walls, especially to get everything packed down. Oh, and how can I forget? I took the dumpster out to the road. That was almost a disaster. Dumping the dumpster over, it's got broken glass in it. Luckily, nothing spilled. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. Not everybody can do this. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video that you just made it to the end of, give it a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe. Follow the journey of The Beginning Farmer. You can follow me on Instagram, The Beginning Farmer, or go to thebeginningfarmer.com to find all the blog posts, podcast episodes, all of that good stuff. I'm gonna go do some raking in the hoop house until it's too dark to rake in the hoop house. And then I don't know. Have a great day, whatever you are doing.